This is the Offside, and welcome to another episode of the Real Recap, where we cover the latest news and rumors surrounding Real Madrid. So without further ado, let's get started. Real Madrid played host to their arch-rival Barcelona, in a game with major implications to win La Liga, for both sides. Madrid headed into the game with an 8-point lead in front of Barcelona. So if Barcelona had hopes on winning a title this season, it was imperative for them to win this game. And Barcelona started off the game very well, even taking the lead in the 6-minute mark by a goal by Christensen, who was left unattended at the back post and headed in an easy goal. But it didn't take Madrid a long time to get going either. Madrid's first goal came via penalty by Vini Jr. Lucas Vazquez received the ball on the right wing and proceeded to violate Joao Cancelo. Once he rounded Cancelo, he found himself in the box and Cubarsí extended a leg and Lucas found the foul. Lucas did look for the foul, but he did in fact find it. Now it was up to Vini Jr. to make the game even. After a quick run-up, Vini Jr. slots the penalty in and ties the game. However, Barca wasn't going out without a fight. They took the lead once again with a goal by Fermín López. However, Barcelona's euphoria was very short-lived. That's because Vini saw Lucas Vazquez down the right wing coming into the box, while Cancelo was nowhere to be found and Lucas puts it past the keeper. The game was very tense up to this point and it continued that way for the rest of the game. But Madrid found a way to win again. Brahim carried the ball up and he found Lucas Vazquez making a run down the right wing again. Lucas then plays a driven low pass into the box. In this case, Joselu was probably the intended target, but he missed the backheel flick on it. But in typical Jude Bellingham style, he continues his run behind the striker. The ball fell to him once again, and in a tough angle, he still found a way to put the ball at the top of the net. Jude often finds himself in these type of positions because he knows how to position himself during the attack. Even if he's not the primary option on the play, he still continues his run into the box. But nah, that can't be real because I was told it's just luck. So my final thoughts in the game are, Lucas Vazquez is awesome. He's the type of player that every great team needs. He's not a bona fide starter day in and day out, but whenever he does come in and wherever he is needed, he comes in and he delivers at the highest level. Just because you don't start every game, that doesn't mean you're not really good at your job. And there's zero questions in my mind, Lucas Vazquez is really damn good at his job. Another takeaway from this game is I still believe that Luka Modric is world class. He might not be able to run forever like he used to or constantly be on the dribble, but the man is still really damn good. With the constant speculation on his future at Madrid, I just want to take a moment to say thank you, Luka Modric, for everything you've done for this club. You are a true magician of the sport, and you are absolutely world class. Whatever his future holds, I just hope he lives it well, and I hope he's happy. My third takeaway from this game was that this Jude Bellingham guy, yeah, he's pretty good. He's faced off against Barcelona 3 different times. All 3 were victories, which is the most important stat, while also tallying up 3 goals and 1 assist in 3 games. So either he's pretty good or he really does not like Barcelona. But let's look a little deeper into this game in particular. I can already hear the criticism coming his way. First they'll say, oh, he didn't do anything this game. Next they'll say, oh, he just does his tap-ins. And then finally they'll bring up one of their own players, or if their players are not good enough, they'll bring in somebody else's players to compare him to. But let's wish them well on that avenue. Let's take a look at his actual stats for this game. He kind of scored the game-winning goal. I think that's pretty good. But he also accumulated 45 passes, completing 43 of those. I think that's 96% completion rate. Again, I think that's pretty good. He had 4 long ball attempts, 3 of them which were successful. I think that's pretty good too. Another thing he actually does is defend. He completed 4 out of 4 tackles. He also won 8 out of 10 1v1 duels. I'm no mathematician, but that feels about 80%, which I think, again, is pretty good. And I've already seen people saying that this was a weak game for him, which again, if this is a weak game for him, I think that's pretty good. So now let's zoom out a little bit and just take a look at his season this year. He's accumulated 21 goals across all competitions this season and also 10 assists this season. Also while completing 89% of his passes. But at the beginning of the year, he was scoring in pretty much every single game. And now that output has dropped a little bit. but that does not mean his play has dropped at all. Because he hasn't been scoring as many goals as he started off with, people have just taken shots at him like he's a piece of trash out there. So let me bring up this one point. His role has developed beyond just being a scorer. Ancelotti has evolved and used him in different ways depending on the game. There are minor adjustments to his playstyle that he has to make on a constant basis. And guess what? Every time they ask him to make a minor adjustment, he does, and he does it well. I don't judge strikers based on how many clean sheets the team has. And if you're judging a midfielder solely based on his scoring output, you're doing it wrong. I say all that to say this: Jude Bellingham is really fucking good. Also, Tom Brady was at the game for some reason, so there's that. And here are some pictures. Now, the other piece of news that I have is that Nacho Fernandez is expected to leave the club at the end of the season. As of right now, the biggest interested party is Inter Milan. I do believe that they've been after his signature for a couple years now. Nacho is set to be a free agent and he can go wherever he like at the end of the season. Personally, I really like Nacho, and it's going to be sad for me to watch him go, but if that's how things really play out, I wish him well, and I hope Madrid gives him a proper send-off because he is one of our own. Now, Madrid's next match is in La Liga and they take on Real Sociedad. To be honest, I personally don't feel like I need to break down this game. I just hope Madrid focus and they get a win here. But after this game, they have to go to Munich to take on Bayern. The first leg of the semi-finals in the Champions League is going to be away, and I just hope they get out with a good result and a good performance so we can carry that back home at the Santiago Bernabeu. It's time to lock in, boys. Let's go. But that's all I got for now. Thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And like always, a la Madrid. If you're still watching, this is the part where you type in "y nada más" down in the comments. Alright, that's it. Bye-bye. Bye.